Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Tay Tizza, and I am here today with this video to talk about the recent game that just went into closed beta called Rogue Company. Now, Rogue Company is made by the company hi-rez, which has also brought you the famous free-to-play MOBA called Smite. Now, of course, Smite is a third-person MOBA, and it was one of those games that joined in with games like Paragon to try to, you know, provide some different variation to the norm that we were used to. Now, Rogue Company is a game that is definitely going to fill a niche in its own way, and I can definitely see this game having long legs in terms of what it offers, and it is going to provide a certain play style to people that, if they're familiar with games like Uncharted, Overwatch, CSGO, they're definitely going to like this game. Um, some of my quick takeaways from the game is that this game has a good variation of characters. You have a character that can heal, of course. You have a character that specializes in disabling the enemy team's abilities. You have a character that's pretty much like, the sniper. You have a character that's supposed to be like the tank of the game. So you have all these different characters that can fulfill all these different roles, excuse me, and provide a team-based experience that, if you were running with a squad and y'all all on comms, y'all can make some shit happen. The game, it has high replay value. You're in and out of games, man, super quick. I would say the max I've ever been in one game at a time was probably 10 minutes. And that's purely based on what game mode you play. Now, they have two of them in the closed beta. They have Demolition and Strikeout. Demolition is pretty much search and destroy, to any of you guys who are familiar with that, which is pretty much, you spawn into the game, you go, you try to plant the bomb, or you eliminate all the team members for that round, and then you win that round. And then there's Strikeout, which is kind of a new twist on TDM, where you have kind of a King of the Hill um, aspect added to it. So not only do you have respawns to pretty much dwindle down on the enemy team, but you're also trying to capture a central point. Now, if you hold that central point for a certain amount of time, you guys have, of course, a higher chance of winning. Versus, if you can knock out the other team's respawn tokens, then of course you win that way also. But one of the great things about this game is that it is crossplay between all of the consoles. So it's crossplay between Xbox, PS4, PC, and Switch. They came straight out the gate with crossplay between all the platforms, and I feel like that is one of the greatest things that they could have done, especially in these times with everybody being in the house due to COVID, and having access to all of their consoles, and everybody being on different consoles. Everybody can pretty much migrate to one spot. Now, with that being said, crossplay between all the platforms is also a bad thing, because although you have crossplay between Xbox, PC, Switch, and PS4, you also have it with PC. Now, with shooting games and people with any of games in general, when it comes to adding PC to the mix, you're going to have people who are pleasantly displeased with how that is actually rolled out, especially because you don't actually offer an option to opt out of playing with PC players. Now, of course, it's a closed beta game. Of course, they may not have a fully functioning feature like that. They may add that feature later. I myself hope so. For the people who I do play with that don't like playing with PC players, I personally don't mind if I play with PC players, because I understand the nuances that come with that. Now, if somebody's cheating, somebody's cheating. Now, if they add a report system, that kind of, that minimizes that anyways. So hopefully they can get those two rolled out properly. And of course, I hope they add more variation in the guns. Right now, one of the guns is super overpowered. I feel like that's a balancing issue that, of course, they're going to fix and that comes with having these closed beta tests. They need to test those things out in order to know how good or bad they are. I feel like the bleed out times needs to be adjusted, and then of course the report system. Those are like some of the key things that I feel like they need to manage with this game. But other than that, man, I am really enjoying it. All my friends are enjoying it. Everybody's literally taking away time from the games that they were playing to sit here and put in hours on this game. I myself have been doing that too. I ain't even been able to finish Sekiro because I'm like, man, I want to play some Rogue Company to try to get some more games in to try to understand it better. Now, when it comes to games like this, me myself, I kind of feel like a cheat mode because I kind of know how to play these games all too well. At the same time, though, you're gonna run into people who kind of had the same mindset. Like they're beasts. They're beasts at third-person shooters. So it definitely has room for that competition. Like, well, that skill ceiling to be there too. So I really hope, that with this game that it really develops into this game where a lot of people are playing it, and of course they have a mode for people to really test out if they're quote unquote good or not. I really suggest it. I highly suggest it. I hope you guys, from what you've seen and heard, feel the same way. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, and are you willing to check it out? Have you checked it out? And just where do you see this game going? I definitely see it going far right now. Like I said, this is just my first impressions of what I feel about the game. Nothing is concrete. Everything is subject to change with time. But I'm definitely overall enjoying it so far. So, you know, that's pretty much that's pretty much all I got on it, man. Just let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content. And I'm going to try to be more consistent with these things like this, man. But this is definitely the start, and I hope that you guys, join in the game with me, man. It's Tay, man. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.